What's up, guys? I'm going to do an update video on this plant that I got last year. Actually, it wasn't a plant, it was a piece of a stem, but a node cutting. um, I got this in June of last year. I paid like 13 bucks for it. It is the Waterbury 69686 plant. This one is actually a year old now, because it's a little over a year old, year and 2 months. So when I ordered this plant, I got this. Obviously the leaf was that plant. This is off of this, well, behind me, this plant right here behind me, the golden pothos. That's what this is. But this is what I received in the mail, this little node right here. And when I got it, I put it in water, and after about 3 days it turned yellow and died. So I was just stuck with this little tiny piece right here. So I actually put it in water. I left it in there for a while until I saw, it must have been a month to 2 months before the little white root showed on the bottom. It was just starting to turn white, and I decided to go ahead and put it in a little 4-inch pot. So I put it in that 4-inch pot, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. So 2 months in water, 6 months in a pot. So we're already at 8 months now. And it started growing its first leaf around 8 months. Again, it was just a little tiny little piece of a stem right here is all it was. Because this top part died off within 3 days of getting it. But it, like I said, it was $12, $12.87 or $12.85, something like that. I don't know. It wasn't a bad deal for it, because people are selling these things for $70, $80, $90 on eBay now. But I wanted to show it to you. It has grown quite a bit. The original stem that it grew whenever the first leaves showed is still small at the base, but it's getting a thicker stem as it gets older. So this is the Waterbury Philodendron that I got on eBay June of 2025. Now this was the size of the leaf that was attached to this little node right here. That's the size the leaf was attached to it, and it died, like I said, 3 days after I got it. These are the first few leaves right here, the small ones. I honestly didn't think it was going to make it, because it was doing some crazy things. But you can see the stem right there, and then on down there I've actually tied it up. I don't know if you can see down inside there, but it is doing really good now. So the first actual leaf to get the little flaps up there was this one, and then after that one came this one, which this one's just a little bit bigger than my hand, and then this one, the next one, and then this one, the next one, and then this one. This one is probably good 14-15 inches long. So while I don't recommend this to be bought off of eBay, if you're like me and you don't want to spend 70-80 bucks on a big plant, spend $12 on it. I wouldn't. 12 to 15 would be the most I would ever do with shipping. Do not go over that, though. Of course, these plants here, they're so freaking easy to grow. Let me back away here, see if you can see this. This is golden pothos. Now this is the golden. This is the marble queen. No, I was wrong. This is marble queen, and this one's golden on the left. At any rate, like I said, this is what I ordered from eBay. This is my dumb little dog, Annie. I got her last year in June 25th. No, it was in August. She was born 25th. But what are you eating, you dum-dum? Get out of here. So yeah, that's how it's done. This is 14 months of progress right here, from the day I received it up until today. And today is the 8th of August, 9th of August, 2026. So I don't know how I feel about this thing. I mean, I really liked it whenever I saw it on eBay. But I'm gonna I'm gonna keep growing. I don't want to see how it does. I don't know if it gets any bigger than that. And I don't have a tape measure in here. But this is what it is since June of 2025 of receiving it. Like I said, it's been about 6 to 8 weeks in water and about 6 months in soil before it actually started growing the leaf. So you take your chances on these things sometimes. Hopefully we'll see a variegated one. I might go ahead and get that one if there ever is one out there. I really want to get the Philodendron Bell Owl too. It's a cross between a couple of common ones. It kind of looks like this, but it's got all these little things that points out to the sides on the leaves on here. But this one is pretty cool, and it's got another leaf right here. This thing, once it starts growing these big leaves, it don't stop. I figure this winter will probably rest after it's been growing so long. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 leaves on it right now. And a couple of the original ones already died off, so it would have had more. But it is doing really good. I've got it on the back porch. It gets morning sun. A little bit of morning sun for a couple of hours, and it does fine. But it is pretty cool. There's a few other ones here. This one, the Spirit of Sanctity, it's starting to get a little bit bigger of a leaf. This one is Elise Champs Elise. It's got those little things underneath the leaves. So I've got that one. And then this one here, this is your Silver Sword. And then I have Gloriosum right here, which I think this is the most recent leaf on it. Right there. And then there is Eupia right there. Back. And this is Billeti right here. And then I've got these Syngoniums. I got this off of eBay too. This was just a little piece of a stem with 3 leaves on it. Those 3 leaves are died. But I managed to cut it in half and get 2 plants out of it because I've got one right here too. This is pretty. This one is Mojito. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. That's the biggest Billeti leaf, I think. This is the newest one right here. But oh, and this is my variegated Monstera Adansonii. You can see it's a lot whiter than it's showing up on here. But you know. Oh, and then I got this one in here. This one is Parisa Verde. And look at the leaf on this. And it's not even outside. It's inside by a big window. The big window here, it gets sunlight in the evening. And then there's another one with some color in it. A little sunburn earlier this year when I put it out on the back porch. I thought that's what I did last year. And then here's my variegated Florida Beauty. But yeah, my Monsteras over there. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update on this one. As I said, if you want to do a node cutting, just make sure you ask for a picture of the node that's going to be shipped to you. Make sure it's nice and green and plump. You don't want anything that's wilted or anything like that. I do need to get some fertilizer to feed these things because they're looking a little pale. But this one is awesome. It looks like an arrow. See? A backwards arrow. But anyway, that's the 69686, the Betty Waterbury Philodendron I have. I did get a couple other Monsteras. This one here is Monstera. Let me see, Siltspicana. And then this one here is I can't remember. Peru, Monstera Peru. So that one's doing good. This is a rooting powder that I had in here earlier. But that one's also a pretty one. So yeah, there you go. You guys like this plant? I highly recommend that you get one. Not 60, 70, 80 bucks for it like they have on eBay. eBay's a freaking ripoff. I just managed to get this one online for I think it was $12.82, shipping and everything all together. But like I said, it's a node cutting. If you want to give it a try, give it a try. I like the philodendrons that have the different shaped leaves in them versus boring oval looking shape here. But as I said, I want to get Belle Owl too, but it's $250 right now. I did see one, I think on Etsy for a little bit less money. I may end up getting that one before it gets too cold. But if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'm going to keep you all updated on this one. This one's a pretty one. Very, very big leaves. Let me look at this. My arm. You can see how big it is. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions or comments on this one. And I will talk to you guys later. I'll also leave my email in the description as always. Thanks.